All right, yep, this time it's the Big Red of Cornell versus the Michigan Wolverines. So 2 games in a row, and actually next game 2 with the Big Ten team. So we got 3 games in a row with Big Ten teams. And Cornell, Big Red, an Ivy League school. So they didn't get to play nearly as many games as the other teams because the Ivy League they play a little bit different kind of schedule. So players to watch here for Cornell, the Big Red, is a Hobie Baker favorite, and that is Morgan Barron. He's one of the top 10, and actually I looked today, and he's number 1 in the fan voting for Hobie Baker. Morgan Barron had 14 goals, 18 assists, and a 1.10 points per game average for a team that was ranked number 1 at the end of the year in the polls. Number 3, if you count by pairwise, behind North Dakota and Minnesota State. We have for their goalie, it's Matthew Galahada. Galahada had a 23-2-4 record, so he had the least amount of losses of any goalie who had more than, like, say, 20 decisions. A 1.56 goals against average and a .931 save percentage. 5 shutouts for him. For Michigan, the Wolverines, they had Jake Slaker as their big guy. 14 goals, 17 assists, 0.94 points per game. Strauss Mann was their goalie, 18-13-4. 1.85 goals against average and a .939 save percentage. 6 shutouts. He was second in the nation in shutouts. Coming up to their points per game and things like that, we have Cornell had 3.63 points per game, which is 6. I should say goals per game, really, which is 6th in the nation, and 1.60 goals against average, which was number 2. For Michigan, they had a tougher time scoring, 2.72 goals per game, 31 in the country, and gave up 2 goals a game exactly, for 7th in the country. So definitely more of a defensive squad for both of these. So we'll see if that works out well for the goalies here. So big shot there by Cornell. Cornell is the home team here in red. Oh, Michigan. Oh, it looked like number 16 there for Michigan, which is Jacob Hayhurst. It looked like he was thinking about trying to go a little backdoor action there with the goal, but couldn't quite get it. Oh, 27 flying through. That would have been Morgan Barron. But he couldn't quite get himself a little closer to pull that trigger. All right. Here we have coming down the ice, Michigan. Oh, he got it. He a number 90-something, 91, Nick Pastujov. He had a good opportunity there, but he just went a little wide. What do you think of that number, 91?
That's a pretty high number.
Oh, you had Morgan Barron. Oh, and then we have another one wide open. That was number 24 for the Big Red, and that is Sam Malinsky. Looked like he had a wide open net and just fired it straight over the top. Now Michigan takes a penalty. Nick Blankenberg, number 7, goes to the box. So now Cornell with a big chance to get on the board here first. But Michigan gets it out of the zone. Looks like it's the number 2 power play line here for Cornell. Oh, big shot, though, by number 19, which is Michael Regish. And now we have...
slashing.
Yep, slashing. There he goes, Regish to the box. So, evened it up, 4-on-4. Cornell, usually the higher scoring team, probably likes to have one guy shorter than Michigan. All right, getting it all the way down. Number 10 for Michigan, which is Will Lockwood, took a big shot at it just to see if he could get something snuck past the goalie here. And there he goes again. Didn't really give Galahada any chance to do anything there, but that one did. Michigan is keeping it down on their end of the zone. You know, that's going to be the one that Cornell might regret doing here if they keep it going. And their guy can't get out away from the goalie. Oh, they had the one-timer set up, but Cornell's defensive crew kept it really quick. And now Michigan can go right back in the box here after everybody cleared out. Number 6, Jack Summers with a hook.
Cornell is red, okay.
Yep, Cornell, the big red, wearing red.
Oh.
And as they say with the Michigan, the maize and blue, wearing blue. And maize. You know what maize is?
No.
Kind of like a type of color of yellow. And corn is also called maize, and so you can kind of use the corn coloring as an idea.
Wait, what happened? Something happened with the puck.
I think it went out of play for a second. It must have bounced off the side of the penalty box or something. Yeah, it was kind of a weird deal, huh? Whoa, another big shot. Michigan's getting a lot more shot opportunities than I would have thought against Cornell, because Cornell's a pretty good defensive crew here. Well, let's take a look at the stats here through one. A 0-0 game so far. Still got a minute 9 worth of penalty time left. 15 shots for Cornell versus 8 for Michigan. Nobody's scored on the power play, obviously. Cornell's got almost a minute advantage in the attack zone. So we'll see what happens here in second period. Cornell still on the power play. Currently playing in Tampa Bay here. Oh, there it is. Finally, Barron has now broke the glass ceiling, so to speak. Didn't look like anybody's going to score for a long time. But Morgan Barron comes right down and does it. And then gets the next face-off as well. Oh, but that time Strauss-Mann was up for the challenge. Big shot. Ooh, my, that was a big slap shot there by number 13, Jake Slaker, who is their best player, at least statistically wise. Oh, they're starting to try to get in there to Cornell a little bit. But so far, Galahada has been up for the challenge. So we're coming down the ice here. Number 28, which is Brendan Locke. And there we go again. Whoa, just fired out of play. I haven't seen that glass break yet on these games. All right, so Cornell look like they're going to win the face-off, but Michigan somehow gets it. Does a nice job of staying onside. Oh, they have him down. Oh, Galahada got up just in time. And now Michigan coming down. Number 6. Oh, it could have backed it in a little backhanded wrister there would have maybe got through there for number 6, who is Jack Summers. But he just didn't pull the trigger. Computer has a tough time pulling the trigger sometimes, doesn't it, Ted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's number 91.
Yep, there he is again. All right, big slapper right to 13, though, for Michigan. Jack Slaker just didn't go at the goal. He looked like he was going to try your strategy of trying to turn around there and come across on the backhander.
Wow.
Oh, there's that kid pounding on the glass. First time I've noticed that there in these events.
I saw it earlier.
Did ya?
I think it was in either the last. Yeah, I think I saw it a couple of times, maybe.
Yeah, he does it every once in a while. I haven't been looking for him, but it's always fun to see that guy get pretty excited. I once saw one of my friends from high school. He came and watched a MSU versus University of Miami hockey game back when MSU was still Division II, and he was pounding on the glass, and then they made him leave. They said, "Come with me, sir. Bring your coat." So sometimes pounding on the glass isn't the best idea. Well, I didn't think he was being that aggressive with it, but things happen. It's crazy at hockey games. All right, here we got Michigan coming down, but nope, big slapper must be doing the change, I thought, but they were all right behind him. I guess they were just going for the rebound goal. Still trying to break the ice here for Michigan, trying to get on the board and get this back to tie. Ooh, backside. Oh, there it is. Yep.
They tied
Feature. Yep.
Number
tied up.
17.
Yep. So far, the number 14 seed Michigan has now tied it up with the number 3 seed of Cornell. And 26 coming down. Oh, it's a little steal by Michigan. Michigan's got a lot of momentum here, but they momentum themselves right into an offside. So Michigan still getting it. There's Slaker again. Big slapper from Slaker. And keeping it down in the zone. Here it comes. Oh, it's hard to pull the trigger sometimes. And if you wait too long, the guys will get right on top of you and you can't shoot it.
So in the demo version, it's just automatic lines.
Yep. They switch it themselves. So you won't see the checking line out as much as you would if it was you, because usually our guys get tired because we're really going hard. Computer kind of evens it out a little bit. Ooh, there would have been a fat, juicy rebound for somebody. So yeah, it's a different environment when they're playing. There you got to see Cornell get onside. They just fired it in case. Michigan has a little bit of a little bit of momentum coming right at the goalie there, but nothing happened. Almost a minute left here. And Michigan, what was that guy doing? He could have put his stick out a little bit to try. Well, he avoided the icing, but got crushed in the meantime. Number 11 coming down. Oh, that looked like a one-timer meant to be. Just wouldn't do it. That was number 11, Kyle Betts, with the pass there from Cornell, trying to get it there. And ooh, a little tough shot there at the end by Michigan. Almost ate up Galahada. All right, 1-1 game. 20 shots to 25. So keeping it pretty close now. Michigan was a little bit further back. And with possession time, attack zone, Michigan is now owning the advantage.
They both have 52% of passing. They both do.
Yeah, they're both pretty good passers, aren't they? Or I should say they both pass as well as each other. All right, so here we have our big man coming down. Nope. Oh, maybe. Uh-oh. Oh, they had the goalie on the face. He was prostrate and just couldn't do anything. Prostrate, I should say. All right, so here we're coming down. Again, a big-time attack, but nothing. And icing.
No,
offside. Okay.
Because
I guess it wasn't the Cornell touching it. You're right. Yep.
Yeah, Michigan got it.
Yep.
Got it just before.
Yeah, sometimes I lose track, especially between periods, because they were going the other way last time. All right, so Slaker coming over. And now Cornell seems to have a little bit of a drive, but stopped at the blue line to fire it in. Slaker again takes down a guy at Cornell, but not the goalie. Yeah, now we have the line change. It looked like 15 for Cornell. Just said, I'm going to get the heck out of that. That would have been Max Andreev, I believe. And we're going to have a face-off here coming up at the left of the Michigan goalie. Number 91, he did a nice job of making sure everybody was on side before anybody crossed. Ooh, big slapper, but from number 10, which is for Michigan. Will Lockwood, but nothing went through. And there's another big slapper by Nick Pastrujev, maybe. Oh, there the Big Red is now taking the lead. Locke with the goal. Brendan Locke. So now we have a 2-1 game. Michigan, not known to be much of a scoring team, is going to have to find a way here. Oh, looked like he was going to have a good little possible breakaway. And, they beat it to him. That's the nice thing about the touch-up icing here, is you do have a little bit more of a chance, unlike the hybrid icing that they use in the college level right now. Oh, nobody home. That would have been an easy goal, huh, Ted?
Yeah.
All right, Michigan trying to do something. No, just pass it backward for some reason. Well, if you were Michigan, would you start thinking about pulling the goalie here, Ted? They don't seem to have... they have a great first line, but after that, it doesn't seem like they have a whole lot for scoring. Get that extra guy in there. Whoa. Look like Cornell about scored on themselves there. My goodness. That wasn't much of an Ivy League shot. All right.
I never pull the goalie.
You never pull the goalie? Man, I do. If I get down, I'm like about 3 minutes left of that game. I'm down by 2 on
Oh, that
Poland.
was close.
Yes, it was. Cornell just about got that extra goal lead. Of course, they always call a 2-goal lead the scariest in hockey, but because you get that false sense of security. But I'd much rather have a 2-goal lead than one, personally. All right, Cornell. Whoa! Didn't receive the pass very well, whoever that was. Oh, now I got to get onside. Michigan just kind of scooping up everybody there.
Michigan shouldn't have passed that.
You don't think so? Yeah, that was probably their best idea, was just to eat it, but they did not. We got 2:06 left. Cornell still up by the 2-1 margin here. Offside, try to get it back on. Off the wall. Icing? Yep. Down at the Cornell end. This would have been a good time to pull the goalie if that thing would have been fixed. But I can't find the code problem. I just don't have the good coding skills with this game. All right. Here he comes, number 8. Oh, there it is! There it is again. Morgan Barron, number 2. Held this with a great pass back to him. Found the streaking Morgan coming down. Oh, we have now the Hobie Baker guy. Cat 8 has 2 goals in the game. It looks like he's pretty much put this one out of reach. I'm guessing Michigan has now pulled the goalie. Yep, there they come. And hat trick. And let's see the hats follow the ice. Morgan Barron with number 3. Goalie got the first assist on that one. Galahada. So it looks like Cornell is going to move on.
Do you mean second assist, or is that just how it works?
Well, you go first assist, second assist, and you could see that the person listed second, which would be after the goal scorer, that's called the first assist, and the second assist is at the bottom. So usually you don't see the goalie get the second assist or the first assist. You usually get him the second assist fading. So you got Galahada even gets a number 2 star. Morgan Barron, of course, with the hat trick, got the first one. Brennan Locke with the third. So yeah, Cornell played a pretty good game. They're a pretty good team. I'm gonna have to watch out for them. Looking at the stats here, 36 shots to 24 for Cornell. 4, of course, going in for 11% shooting percentage. Michigan won 4%.
They still both got 57%.
They did, and look, the attack zone is almost exactly the same. Michigan had an extra 10 seconds, but otherwise about the same. All right, looking at the player stats, Beecher, the one guy who scored for Michigan, didn't even have an assist on that one. And going back to there, you can see Mann got 91% on the save percentage there, and then going to Galahada, 95%. So pretty exciting game. We'll see what happens in the next one. 8 shots on goal by Barron there, but we will see everybody later.
Bye-bye. Ababrin Mabik Patatsin. Can I listen to it?